YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, bringing you another Toronto update on what's happening through the Better Dwelling article that was posted. I think this was posted today. Today's date, May 25th, 2018. Let's see what they have to say. Toronto real estate leads the country in average price declines. St. John pops higher. So St. John, New Brunswick, or wherever that is actually higher right now. Let's see what's going on. The average sale price of Canadian real estate is falling, and fast. Canadian Real Estate Association, CREA, numbers show that the average price of a home is down 11.3% in April 2018. Most of the declines are being attributed to the country's largest and fastest falling real estate market, Toronto. Yeah, I haven't heard of it either. Average prices. The rumors are true. Average prices aren't great for determining how much you'll pay for a home when the range of distribution for sales is normal. The average price is very effective measure. However, when the range of distribution is wide, it will trend to skew higher and lower depending on extremes. That is extremes to the high and low prices can skew the number in either direction. It's still a useful indicator if you know what you are looking for. So let's go over here. Vancouver. Vancouver has the highest average sale price in Canada. Let's move this down right here. This is what I wanted to show you guys in the article. Average sale price in Canadian real estate of April of 2018, okay? So you see how Vancouver is just ahead of this gray line? So it's surpassing 2017 numbers. So Vancouver looks like it's still going ahead. Look at Toronto. It's below that. Let's fix that here. There it is right there. So it's reaching a lower threshold than it did the year before. So look at 2017 in Toronto, how it was booming, catching up to Vancouver levels. And then boom, it's moving back. Now look at the Fraser Valley outpacing last year. So look at this, 2018. So look at the Fraser Valley. I keep saying how there's a mass exodus of people leaving the city of Vancouver. Mass exodus of a lot of Canadians leaving Vancouver. So they're going to the Fraser Valley and Victoria. Look at Victoria there, guys. You see how 2018 is going stronger? It's because everyone's leaving Vancouver. But Vancouver is just a flip market. It's just a market for flipping. A lot of the condos and stuff is not even made to be lived in. It's just made to be flipped. The newer stuff, I heard that's what's being built. This is a rumor that I heard. They're not even livable. It's just to flip is what it is. And Hamilton, Ontario is in a decline, which is in Ontario. Canada as a whole is on a decline in 2018. And the main reason why Canada as a whole is going down in this graph is because Toronto is actually pushing it so much down. And it brings the national average across the board lower. And look at Regina. See Regina? Regina's in trouble too. Sorry. So what cities, look, more people are moving to St. John. St. John's having more pop. That's what they meant by St. John right there. Is doing better than Toronto is for this year. Look at that. So look at the low average right there. And look at it, April 2017, 920, 804, April 2018. Toronto has the fastest dropping average sale price. St. John, Shaunessy, and Victoria had the fastest rising average sale prices compared to last year. St. John had an average sale price of $119,136, an increase of 22.9%. Shaunessy, hope I'm pronouncing that right, had an average sale price of $202,000, a 15.8% increase. Victoria had an average sale price of $703,000, an 11.9% increase. The first two cities are seeing huge growth, but are still cheaper than the national average. Victoria has been on a tear, but it's also had one of the biggest drop in sales in new listings in the country. Toronto, Thunder Bay, and Hamilton regions are the fastest following compared to the last year. Toronto saw the average sale price drop on $804,000, a 12.6% decline. Thunder Bay had an average sale price of $217,000, 11.9% decline. Hamilton, Burlington saw the average price drop $569,000, 11.3% decline. Toronto and Hamilton, Burlington saw huge gains last year, but drop was expected. So here's the gains as percentage in April. So there's St. John. Look at St. John just flying, eh? Shaunessy, Victoria, Fraser Valley, Windsor, Ontario. You know why Windsor? Here, Windsor, London, Ontario. It's because everyone's leaving Toronto and they're going to these cities, right? So like these little cities here. I don't know if Sherbrooke's in Ontario, Sherbrooke, Ontario. It probably is. I'm not too sure if it is, but it probably is. And then, look, everything's like in, even look at Vancouver at the bottom of the list, but still a positive percentage change. Then there's Niagara Falls, Torres River, Calgary. Everything's in a huge decline, and Toronto's at the bottom of the list. And that graph again, guys, is Canadian real estate ASP percent change. So that's it right there. Holy smokes. So that's ASP, guys. In case you don't know me, it just stands for average sale price. Holy smokes. So a lot of people in Toronto looking like they're putting a lot on the market right now, or a lot of them are holding. Not too sure. The average decline in prices across the country is being attributed by the B-20 guidelines. The guidelines subject to uninsured mortgage borrowers to undergo a stress test. This reduce the maximum size of mortgage people could borrow. Some have claimed that the stress will have minimal impact on borrowers. However, the Bank of Canada estimates 81,000 buyers last year would have been impacted by the new rules. So this is what's happening. Toronto is in a huge decline. It's in last place right now for the average sale price. So I don't know. Is this an opportunity that people missed, or is this just turning into a nightmare? Because somebody mentioned to me a few weeks back that I missed this great opportunity. I mean, did I miss it, or is it just a nightmare that people are getting themselves into? And now with a lot of people renewing their mortgages with interest rates going up 5.6 or 5.9%, a lot of the big banks are raising their rates. And do a mortgage calculator. Pull up a mortgage calculator on Google. See exactly what it is you are going to be paying once your mortgage is up for renewal. It's your call, you know. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below if you're in the Toronto or the GTA, the Greater Toronto, the GTA, Golden Horseshoe area. Comment below. I'd like to know. And the graphs are showing. The graphs don't lie. Hamilton going up, London, Ontario going up, Windsor, Ontario going up. Why? Because a lot of people... Well, Hamilton was down. Sorry. Everything else is going up in sales because everyone's leaving the Greater Toronto area. Same like Vancouver. And back to, I just want to just touch on this real quick again. I know I said this, but this is proof right here. You see how Victoria is having massive gains? And the Fraser Valley right here where I live is having massive gains? Because it's people like myself that left the big city. Just refused to pay $2 million for a house that's realistically worth $400 grand. So 300 or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below.